Hi guys, I'm T. I'm one of the founders of Max Algo, and in today's video we're going to be going through our recap of the Asia session. And before we do that though, I do just want to go through a little bit of a shout out to somebody new in our Discord. Rock Trading has only just started trading with us in the last sort of 48 hours. And I woke up this morning to see another post on the Discord. In fact, to be fair, it was this afternoon, a post on the Discord to say, since last night, I took 2 Asia trades, 3 this morning, between NASDAQ and gold, 3 winners, 1 loss, and 1 BE. Now, this guy's just started with us. You know what I mean? This is brand new people coming on, following the processes, taking trades, and getting wins. It's absolutely wonderful. We've got loads of support in the Discord, so it's brilliant for people to be able to come on here, follow the process, and start getting winners. Okay, so let's get into the Asia session so we can understand a little bit about what's done well, what's not done well. So what we're looking for. So we're trading alpha zones. Obviously, I am using alpha zones premium indicators. If you want to have a look at them, the link's in the description. I'll show you a little bit more at the end, but for now, we'll just get into the trades. So we're looking for our 1 hour alpha zone to be above or below to be able to take a buy or a sell. If it's not above or below, or we're looking to go in the opposite direction, we need to have taken the high or the low of the previous hour. The other thing we're looking for is our traffic lights to align, and then we're looking for an entry signal, a buy or a sell. So we're trying to keep this really, really simple. So our open here is at 6 o'clock New York time. So we wait till our traffic lights align here. So we wouldn't be looking to take a signal until our traffic lights are both green. Our alpha zone is above. We get a buy signal here, and that will be our first 1 hour trade. There we go, no problem at all. So we're going to use a stop order. So we have a stop above the candle, and we wait for volume to push through and take us in the right direction. We don't just enter as soon as we've got a buy candle, and we put our stop below the low, the swing low, and we push to get to 1 hour minimum per trade. Now you can manage that how you want. You know what I mean? That could be I push a minimum 1 hour, but if you want to look to try and gain more out of this, see, look, there's our swing here. If you start to look for our swing, then actually this trade goes on to do 4 hour. You know what I mean? There is masses of opportunity to take much bigger R trades, but we're just going to count them up using 1 hour. Just get a minimum 1 hour so that we know that we're running a positive R strategy. So there's your first one. That's 1 buy and 1 win. Our alpha zone opens a little bit sideways, but it is still bullish, and then we get a buy signal and our traffic lights are still green. So there's our second win. And again, if you were really smart about this and you had held, it would have been possible to get that trade up to, you're getting to 2 R there. You know what I mean? These are simple things. If you want to hold, you want to trail lows on the Heikin-Ashi candles, you can trail the lows, try and get yourself a little bit more on these. If you'd done that on that reversal, where that would have gone to, even if you'd have just pulled that one, if we just mark that, if you're just trailing lows on that one, that would have got you to, you'd have got 1.25 on there just as a minimum anyway. So there's 2 wins, 2 trades, 2 wins. Our traffic lights continue green, but we don't get any more signals. Okay, so we're waiting for our traffic lights to align again, and there we go. And you can pop the alerts on for the traffic lights so you know when they're both aligned. We know now we've got 2 red traffic lights. Our alpha zone was above, but we've closed below the low of the previous hour. So we're going to take a trade here, and that is going to be another 1 hour trade. Now it does take a while, this one, if you're holding it out, but it's still a winning trade. So you are, we're three trades up? 3 trades up. Let's move this over here. Fantastic. Okay, so we're looking, our alpha zones are bearish as this opens down here, but we don't get any sell signals. So we're looking for our traffic lights to align again. So we do get one here. We get a sell signal, but it's not aligned. Traffic lights, there's no red. There we go. Wait for them to align. Where are we? We're just after midnight. So here's our next alignment with sell signals. Great. So we've got a sell here. Red traffic lights. Have we took the low of the previous hour? No, we haven't. So we would, as much as that is a good trade, it's come right down. let's say we wouldn't have took it because we didn't take the low of the previous hour, even though I'd have loved to have taken that one. And this one is going to be a loss, so there's 3-1. Right, so I think we come all the way through Asia. This doesn't align, and neither does this. Now, I just want to talk you through a little bit about what was special this morning and why we look for certain things with alpha zones. So we've got our 1 hour alpha zones, and this is our Q zone, which is based on the QQQ. One of the things the Q likes to do is it likes to gap, and when you get a Q gap, what our indicators do for you is they tell you where the Q gap is. So let me just turn off our liquidity levels so we can just see our important levels, and you will see here, I'm going to have to zoom and press replay so you can see it. We go from here. What you'll see is when the QQQ opens here, price starts to push straight up. So we've got to open and it pushes straight in this direction, and you'll see the QQQ close. So this gives you a guide to where price closed on the Q, and here's where the price opened on the Q. So you've got all this gap, and once price starts running, price very often likes to fill that gap. So one of the things that you can always be weary of as well, we'll get there, is if you get to the Q, there is a good chance of a rejection, and it doesn't take Asia, it rejects straight off the Q gap and reverses. So if you were looking for London open, a Q open trade, then this is a perfect example of one that you could take. Yes, the traffic lights don't align because this first hour was a little bit more volatile, similar to New York, not as crazy as New York, but still similar to New York, and gives you the opportunity, once it starts to fill that gap, to go and take a trade up to the Q. So standard trades on the standard process, we got 3 wins, 1 loss. Again, solid time, and we've seen new traders in the Discord taking these trades and taking trades overnight and getting wins in their first couple of days with us. So if you do trade NASDAQ, if you do want to start passing your prop firm challenges, if you want to start taking profits from prop firms, you want to look to improve your trading and start to make this worth what you originally wanted it to be worth, then join us over at Max Algo. Right now we've got 40% off. So you can, for $147, it's just $147 for life. That's not monthly. That is purely a one-off cost that you can join us. You'll get all the indicators. You'll get access to our premium Discord. You get access to me and Zoo. We're here to help you. We can walk you through how to take these trades, how to get that success, and start to get trading to the level that you really wanted to get it to. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next Alpha Zones video. Take care.